Hi there, and welcome to another episode of the Heart to Heart series. In today's episode, we're going to talk about 3 ways to overcome fitness barriers. Listen, I know I wasn't here with you last week. I had some family matters that I had to take care of, so I apologize I wasn't with you, but thank you for sticking with me and coming back today. And if you are new here, uh, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. Thank you so much for the support. So, my name is Deetra Dennis, and I am the founder of Full Circle Health Coaching LLC. I am also the Heart Health Coach, and I have the opportunity to work with women that value, own, and invest in their health. And I empower them with evidence based and culturally relevant lifestyle interventions that supports them on their journey to optimal heart health. Now, a little about the Heart to Heart series is our girl talk, if you will, about the heart from the heart. And we do that over a glass of red wine. And our red wine of choice is non alcoholic, it is hibiscus tea. And so hibiscus tea is good for the heart in that it relaxes the blood vessels, therefore reducing the blood pressure. So, it would be a good thing to have girl talk from the heart about the heart with something that's good for the heart. So, if you will, I invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, like this video and share it with someone who you feel would benefit from the information that I share. Also, it would be great for us to have dialogue in the comment section. Again, it is Girl Talk, so it's a virtual Girl Talk. And one other thing is to click on the notification bell so that you're alerted when I post a new video. So now let's go ahead and pour up our red wine and cheers. I'm sorry, cheers. And let's chat it up about 3 ways to overcome fitness barriers. Now, if you see me looking down, I love to have notes so that I can stay on track and give you the information that is valuable for you. So now let's think back. Let's do a little rewind. So, what if it was January of this year and you made a commitment or a resolution for fitness goals to increase your physical activity so that you know what you can be fine by the summertime? Did you do that in January of this year? And I know we're at what, 19 days, 18 or 19 days away as the time of this video, before it's summertime. And you may feel like, okay, you know what, teacher, I haven't even stuck with any part of my goals from the beginning of the year. And I know all the best intentions were there for you to be more active, but life happened and you didn't stick to those goals. It is okay. Give yourself, you okay, let's just be gentle with ourselves. Forgive yourself right now. Okay. It is not too late. You can reset and create some smart goals so that you can start now with increasing the physical activity. Small steps give you large results or big results. Okay, so let's talk about 3 ways again to overcome those fitness barriers. And in my coaching, and even when I was working in clinically, in my nursing career, I've heard many times, a part of nursing is education, educating the patients about being healthy. And again, with coaching, helping the clients from where they are to where they desire to be, getting them from being stuck from where they are so that they can get to their goals. And many times when we talked about physical activity, a few things came to mind, but 3 that stood out to me as it relates to barriers to being physically active. And so I wanted to share those with you as well. Some of the barriers and then some ways to overcome those barriers, because you know what? You are an overcomer. Yes, yes. Okay, so the first one was lack of time. And I know we all have busy schedules, but here is a way to overcome that if time is a barrier for you. Number one, take a week, take 7 days, and really look at, kind of do like a time report, if you will. What are, looking at your calendar, what are some things that you're doing, or some things that may be considered time wasters, so that you can integrate or add to your calendar if a minimum of 30 minutes. If you're not able to do the 30 minutes at one time, it is okay. You can stretch it throughout the day. We had the video, Every Step I Take, Every Little Step, I think it was. I can't remember the name of the video I named it. But anyway, it's in the Heart to Heart series playlist, and you can see that. And I give you tips on how to integrate physical activity throughout your day, morning, noon, and night. So if you're not able to do it at one time, a minimum of 30 minutes, you can break it up, doing 10 minutes early morning before you get started with other activities for the day. During your lunchtime, 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes in the evening. And there you have your 30 minutes. So again, do that time mapping though, or the time reporting, to see where you can add that 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes at one sitting, so we can overcome that barrier of time. Okay, so again, the first barrier was the lack of time. The second one that came up most often was lack of energy or lack of motivation. And I get it, it takes some time in order to have that inner motivation to do a new thing or a new activity, or you may not have the energy to do it. And I know, you've probably heard, well, after exercising, you have energy, but you don't have the energy to even get started. But here are some things. Again, it's about planning. Planning is key in all of this when we're making lifestyle changes. So plan ahead. Really think about the time of day when you have the most energy. If you have more energy in the morning, go ahead and try and get that workout in the morning, or whatever time of day that you have more energy. Another great thing is to have someone to partner with you in the physical activity, be it walking, be it dancing, whatever the physical activity is. Having someone else to partner with you in it really helps in motivation, as well as accountability. You hold each other accountable so that you stick to those goals. All right. Even though summer is almost here, you can still be fine, honey. Fine is around the clock, 24/7, 365. Okay. And then, so that was number two. And lastly, and it kind of goes with lack of time, but it's a little different. Okay. So it could be family obligations. You may have to take your children, or your or you're caring for a parent, being a caregiver. It's a way that you can integrate the physical activity still. So I'll give an example. So if you have little ones, and they have, or not little, so little ones, teenagers, they may have extracurricular activities. So say, for instance, if they are involved in sports and you have to take them there, and you normally are sitting in the car waiting for them to finish up their activity, why not go ahead and start walking or some type of activity while you're waiting for them? That way you can get it in. It's integrating it into what you're already doing. You remember the video that we had about the perfect pair formula, fitting things, a new activity with something that you're currently doing. That is a good way to overcome that barrier when you have family obligations. And if you're a caregiver for an elderly parent, it's okay to ask for help, to have someone maybe come sit with your family member while you take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or the full 30 minutes just for you to walk, go outside, get some fresh air. Because you know what, with all of these, when you incorporate the physical activity in, you're able to show up as the best version of yourself for your family, for your job, for your business, whatever that you're doing. You show up as the best version of yourself when you're able to incorporate that physical activity in those days. So again, the three areas that we want to overcome when it comes to physical fitness is the lack of time, the lack of energy, and just having family obligations, or just the daily life realities that each of us, encounter every day. So I hope that this information was helpful for you and was of value to you. So I would like to hear in the comments, what were some barriers that, if the three that I list may have been barriers for you, or if there are others, I would love to hear what those barriers are and how do you plan to overcome those barriers, or if you already identified what those barriers were and what did you do to overcome those barriers. I would love to hear in the comment from you about that. So again, that's all I have for you on today. And I'm so glad again that you were here and that you supported me, even though, I had a off last week due to family matters. Thank you again for coming. And, I love to invite you to like me on, if you would like to learn more about me or get to connect with me more, you can go over to Facebook at Full Circle Health Coaching LLC, or you're welcome to join or subscribe to my weekly newsletter at FullCircleHealthCoachingLLC.com. And I love to end with this quote because it is true. You are the full circle, and within you is the power to create, nurture, and transform. So until next week, tap into your power.